Beautiful lights, beautiful scenery, beautiful architecture, as you said last time. We are back for our second series of the day. We're going to be going straight away into Game 1. I am BP, this is Clement, of course, joining me again. We're going to jump in straight away. We're going to get the picks and bans straight up for you right there for OMG versus Suning. Nothing too surprising. I quite like the TF, though.
Yeah, that's definitely an Angel special, if you could call it. He's been playing the ADTF, and it's been all the storm in LCS, and it's finally found some flavor in the LPL as well. As for the rest of the composition, we do see a Pyke coming in, so that's an interesting one. Haven't seen Pyke a lot since the recent nerfs. Did, of course, hit most of his solo lane potential, but actually I'm kind of surprised that we don't see more of it, because the Pyke snowball potential is so high.
I was going to say, you have the cut available as well, and we're going to jump straight onto the Rift as we try and just slowly catch up to this series that has started up in OMG versus Suning Gaming. There is no rest for the Wicked. The Wicked? I didn't even say the Wicked correctly. There's no chance either, actually.
Oh, this is a peculiar cheese from Suning. We don't see this one much.
There they are. And there's the LGD, who of course are still within the playoff race mathematically after LNG did fall to Victory 5. Suning looking to find themselves nicely up in that top side. Spellbook for the Twist of Fate in this mid lane. I quite like that, actually.
No, typically we do see the Kleptomancy being selected, but the Spellbook here does allow you for a little bit more flexibility with the summoners. Let's see what's used here.
I remember when they first announced the new Ruins, and they announced Unsealed Spellbook, and everyone was like, that's going to be so broken. And to it was for an extended period of time, but I like how they kind of, it kind of like fell by the wayside because people just didn't know how to use it. In solo queue, most specifically.
Yeah.
Gotta have a lot of timers. We see now Worlds gonna find Weiwei. He's on a ward right now. There's the smite going down as well. Flag and drag not going to hit anything, but he will steal the camp. But I don't know if I like this from World. Not really going to pick up. Yeah, I'm not going to pick up too much. And Weiwei doesn't actually get anything from that camp because Twist of Fate just pick it up. And they can just go straight onto the Raptors here because they have priority over this top side.
OMG did go for a very, very strong early invade, dropping 3 wards in the jungle to start this one off. I'm a little bit sad for Suning that they didn't actually get that counter cheese down. It's usually very interesting to see that level 1.
Oh, Flag and Drag misses again, but red buff versus blue buff, you got to feel like the red buff wins out on these little skirmishes. Angel trying to give some kind of support as Icon does roll over. Weiwei will eventually be able to take his Raptors.
Yeah, significantly out-traded there on the fight, and now we actually see Weiwei ahead in terms of the camps being taken, and World 6 still staying around for a very long time.
He's waiting for the scuttle to spawn.
Yep.
To spawn at 3 minutes 15 seconds, so I think he was just kind of thinking, I'll take this before I go back to try and take anything else in my camp.
True, true. He's going to go back again.
Still searching. Still looking for more. And I actually quite like this little play that we saw from Weiwei. He's actually gone to take the Krugs, one of the highest XP camps in the topside jungle, before he takes the red buff. Not really bothered about losing it, I don't think. But overall, OMG going to be able to get that early game advantage.
This is a really interesting style from OMG here. I like how planned and orchestrated this is from them. Just starting from the level 1 and pressuring both sides on Weiwei's jungle, making it really difficult for him to find a clean gank anywhere on the map. And for Suning, that has kind of been the ignition for them. Weiwei recently has been having a very good stretch of games. Suning with with Angel overall has been 6-2 in the standings, really shooting up the ladder, and they have a good chance of even contesting that 3rd place spot in the LPL playoffs.
Still need to win this particular series, of course. No game is easy, as much as I might say that on paper. And Weiwei going to get revenge. You may get the red buffs, but I shall get the blues. And we shall shake hands and never talk about it again.
Yeah, it looks like a full 2-camp steal away from him, and he's going to find himself with a slight CS lead after this one.
Only barely. We'll be able to take the Wolves, I imagine, as well if he fancies it. But it looks like he may be looking for that top side, and the minion wave is pushing in. Maple needs to push that one up a little bit quicker, you feel. There it is. Does he want to go for it? No Infernal Chains available, but I think they're just going to play it safe.
Yeah, he does need Curse to be a little lower than that to really start that gank, but he could find some damage right here.
Oh, Curse. Takes a body slam and a barrel, but does get himself a pink ward for his trouble as well. Weiwei going to back away, look for something somewhere else.
It looks like a straight gank onto the bottom side of the map. It has 2 camps to pick up. And talking about Pyke in the meta a little bit more, now if Pyke doesn't find the kill during the death from below, he actually gets 2 stacks of your cut, which is pretty insane, and we've seen Reddit posts complaining about it, but hasn't actually shown up that much in the LPL so far.
To get heavily nerfed, as we said, doesn't actually do damage to minions with his dash and stuns, so his wave clear not as potent as it used to be. We see, feels like OMG and Suning just trading each other's jungles.
Yeah, definitely the case here, and I feel like this actually, just with the pathing, does favor OMG a little bit more. They're the ones with the pushing lanes here.
And overall, a very slow start to this particular game. Kane and Five going to have a lot of kill pressure with this Pyke and Lucian combo. The Ezreal and the Tahm Kench, definitely not known as for its kill orientation. Let's see what they want to do from here. Looks like Ezreal just wants to go back. Has got the TP to return to the lane. SwordArt just going to keep SMLZ alive in this one. There is the blue buff. They have a pink ward on it. I'm going to try and rotate onto it. There's the Predator. Smite not available, but the barrel is. Weiwei claims his own blue buff.
A good move there. It takes away a lot of time from both the jungler and Icon. So now is the time where we start seeing the defend of Twisted Fate. A lot of teams ward up both sides of this lane just to make sure Weiwei can't find a gank anywhere. And we have been seeing that Suning a lot of times. They will just have Weiwei hold on to the mid lane and say, Angel, it's your time to play the jungler, your time to roam. Always need to be very careful of that one.
Icon trying his best to push out this wave. It's about a 10 CS lead if you swap him and Neeko around, and actually the Aatrox having a much better time against the Neeko in this particular lane.
You know, usually the observers do the swap in Suning games where they pull Maple towards the top side and have Angel in the lane that he's currently playing. But this time the OB seemed to be a little bit slow on that transition.
They don't want to do it just yet. Doesn't make a difference, says them.
It's easier to read the CS score, please.
Makes it look better for the side of Suning. Looks like they're not too far behind. As we see Devour used there onto SMLZ as he got hit by the hook shot. And now Weiwei potentially has priority on this dragon if he so chooses to use it. They have got the Destiny as well, so Angel looking for maybe any kind of overextension from OMG to capitalize upon. Turn a 2v2 into a 3v2 very quickly.
A very good ward by Icon, even though he didn't have the full wave push. He does spot Angel roaming towards the river. Suning are still going to try and force this. They do have a lot of extra time, but World 6 does have the flash, should be trying this.
Here we go, jumps in, Samite secured, flashed, not needed, just going to use the flag and drag. Now Icon might be in a little bit of trouble. Not quite able to capitalize on that from the side of Suning as they're just trying to find an exit strategy now. Flash has been burned. Gold card used there onto Icon. There is the flag and drag jumping in. Double knockup as SMLZ is looking to try and get this one. They're going to be able to get the damage down, but will they be able to secure any kills? The answer is going to be no. Suning eventually find their exit strategy as Curse comes in just to make sure they're kept them honest.
Smallest of wins from Suning. They dodge out on so many skill shots, but lose a ton of summoners for it as well. Just taking a look at this, OMG actually expended all of their summoners in the bot side too. So we can expect both teams really looking at that juicy bot lane and going, you know what? It's time for a party here.
Still have the teleport available for Maple as well as the Destiny for Angels. So A lot of potential for them to go for this, but Infernal Drake secured. Second one going to be following as well as Curse. It's a little bit behind enemy lines. Luckily for him, Maple is nowhere near his top side. Could have been a small little collapse had he been, but will take the red buff, will take himself a small Krug and back himself away.
Weiwei says, thanks for the assist. And they're just going to go back to their allotted lanes at this point. A couple things we need to be pay a lot of attention to are these back wards coming in, potentially coming in from SwordArt. If you can find one in the back brush. Maple coming in would be a very good gank.
Great thing about a Destiny, though, is you don't need wards. You just need them to overextend and find yourself a small window of opportunity in the fog of war. Let's see now what the side of Sunny wants to do. Very slow game in terms of kills. A lot of posturing, a lot of positioning, but no one really going down. Only real objective being taken was that Infernal, as the gold is almost dead even.
Yeah, no, I'm actually pretty surprised that Curse is so evenly matched with Maple in the top side. Now, typically, Maple does not go to the top side. He is the original mid laner here, but after Angel joined the roster, they found a lot of flexibility in swapping into other lanes. And congratulations on Maple for holding his own against Curse so well.
Not having a bad time at all. We can see Smlz wants to try and push out this wave, uses the last little bit of mana that he can. 5 needs to be careful though, there's a lot of damage. The grey health won't be available for him for a few seconds. There is the Gragas just posturing around.
Thank you, Icon.
Is balanced and fair. Free little redemption thrown down to the bot side.
Bit of a feels bad moment.
It's a big feels bad moment. That kind of stuff should only be available when there is a redemption in the game.
Yeah, and we're looking at this auto attack Angel build here. Really fun. He actually goes for the Phage first and just starts wailing on Icon in the mid lane.
Oh, and actually, World 6 needs to be very careful. Angel's the first one who rotates up. They've also got the Tahm Kench in tow as well. TP is not available for Smlz as of yet. Angel gonna get caught out by the trouble bubble. Woo! Max range was not enough to catch out the sleeping Twisted Fate, and it looks like the Rift Herald shall go over to the side of OMG.
Yeah, good sneak coming in from OMG. Of course, the Gragas was spotted earlier in the bot lane when they try to go for that gank. And I love how aggressive World 6 has really been playing this game. You know, typically, the jungler has been the big question mark for OMG's team composition over the years. We've talked about the rotating door of junglers, going through 7 of them in the last 2 years. And now OMG found themselves in a great position. There's no dragon in the bot side, so no reason for your bot lane duo to be there. Full swap into the top. They're going to continue their advantage with the Lucian over the Ezreal.
Again, still no kills. 13 minutes into this game. Very, very slow one from both sides, both being very respectful of each other. Twisted Fate and Zoe, it's going to be a farm lane and see where they can influence other lanes. That's kind of the deal, unfortunately, for this mid lane.
And overall, I do want to say that OMG has been doing a really good job in controlling Angel. Look at all the wards in all the possible places where you could find a Twisted Fate. Both sides of the river are control warded. The brush behind the red is also warded. There's very little space for Angel to go anywhere near the bot lane of OMG.
Kane stops his back, has got himself a Blade of the Ruined King. He's sitting on a little bit of gold, but nothing major. Maple, again, we're just going to have a big old farming game. It's like Farmville.
Are you not excited? Are you not entertained?
You may not like it, but this is peak League of Legends in terms of Koreans. But it's funny, actually. I've noticed in recent days that actually, I like that little clarity swap up. Picked up the extra mana from the spell book. I've actually never seen that.
Might as well.
Might as well is exactly what I was thinking, but I've noticed a little bit. LPL's kind of slowly going towards that slower game, whereas LCK is going into a lot faster games.
Oh yeah, you gotta get in the league with the damn longs, man.
We see top lane being pressured as being swapped out. Curse going to take a huge chunk off of him. Maple looking to just fight him away. That's going to be Infernal traded back. Mountain going to be the next one to spawn. But while that was all happening, Lucian was the only one left on the top side, so that top turret almost certainly going to go down very, very soon, as Kane has now left it. Does bomb the Rift Herald, though, from OMG into the mid lane. It looks like they're going to try and trade 2 turrets for 1. That Rift Herald will be able to pick up not just 1, but 2 if they are able to get the second charge off.
Yeah, this is a much better trade for OMG's side. They'd pick up 2 objectives, like you were mentioning, Infernal Drake. And the way Suning is answering this is actually quite interesting as well. They're just saying, you know what, we've lost this. Ezreal, keep on pushing that top lane wave. And they're going to lose the bot lane too. So 3 for 1 for a little bit more farm on Ezreal. Do keep this one down, but I don't think it's going to stay there for long with how much control OMG has over the blue side.
Definitely a little bit of a misstep there from Suning, who are obviously looking towards that end of season playoffs. Have yet to secure their space, but should be relatively safe to secure it once this game goes down, if it goes down in their favor. I think they need 1 more win, or I think they need someone in 9th to lose, and then I think they're literally in. So, given how the games are set up.
Yeah, currently RNG is locked into playoffs with 9 wins, so that's the one everyone is looking at, the magic numbers. But for Suning, 7 is pretty good, because last split in spring they only found 6. 6 with Longxing.
Already got themselves a positive. I like those stories, I like those narratives.
And in Spring Split, everyone was ranking them very high within the top 4 of the teams. Of course, they didn't actually manage to even get into playoffs. They were called the Super Team, the Galactic Armada, as the LPL fans would like to mention it. Getting great players from all corners of the universe and putting them on the same ship. Unfortunately, the top lane and bot lane never really worked out in unison for them. And now Suning with Biu and Weiwei and Angel, names that are far less prominent than Longxing, actually able to etch out a far more focused team.
And a far slower team as well.
Also true.
Just want to put that out there. One of the slowest average game times of any team, and this is honestly could be record for longest first blood.
It definitely could. I don't think I've casted a game of 17 minutes and no kills.
It's where you get your LCK training right here now, Clement. It's how they train you. You have absolutely nothing happen.
Can we have some shots of like the LOL Park on like a side-by-side screen? So
I'll just start calling Aatrox Aatrox.
Oh, but finally we're gonna have a move here.
Kane flashes away. No real connection there with anything. Good respect to the summoners there. As it looks like top lane is going to go down. That's the second outer turret going down as the side of Suning looks to try and capitalize towards the mid lane. TP is coming in. Maybe we see the first blood from here. Suning looking on full disengage curse. Just try to get in. That's a good explosive cast, but SwordArt's going to be dragged back by the infernal chains. He flashes. He goes golden. As the world did drop into this one as well. First blood goes over to the Aatrox as the rest of OMG is trying to chase this one out. They've got themselves the inside track. Flash, hook, looking for a curse, looking to try and keep this going with the World Ender. Finally loses it as Weiwei just keeping his distance, keeping himself safe. Pop Blossom gonna actually do very, very little. As I say that, Flash is burned. There's the Cataclysm, but it's gonna be the Pyke that's the one that falls down. As World does fall down as well. It's a 3 for 2, 4 for 2. Angel by himself gonna use the unsealed spellbook to heal himself and try get away. Should be able to find himself out. And honestly, not a great flight from Suning. Got themselves caught, overforced something, flashing over the side as well. TPing to boot. No one going to find him. And eventually he does get out, but 4 for 2 in favor of OMG. They come out trumps.
A lot used right there, and it mainly came from Suning trying to equalize the objective play in the top side. They didn't find the kill onto Kane. He was still there with the culling, able to wave clear, and then a great teleport in from Curse really stops this entire play. That pick not working out for Suning meant so much in this ensuing action. SMLZ is able to get out, but not away from Five's skewer right here. And they find the kill, the potential reset. Suning has to back away. They're getting cornered by a great positioning from Icon, forcing them onto their own side of the map so they can just herd and kill them with a more ferocity. And after a very slow early game, we're having an explosion of action with Angel coming in.
Icon's in trouble. Gold card gonna land. Icon forced to back away, but Angel goes golden. There's the culling as well, as we're gonna have action all the time with nothing for the first 15 minutes, and now it's everything. That's a great explosive cast to try and disengage, but SwordArt's dragged back into this. Grey health has been popped. They look for the pop blossom as well. They're gonna jump straight onto the Pyke, who dashes away, but it doesn't matter because SMLZ is the first one to catch up the fight. Aatrox is trying to do it. He gets one, he gets two, they get three, and it's gonna be OMG taking the fight. Double kill, potentially a triple, as OMG's curse is able to clean up house.
Oh, dodges out, last auto attack. Is that the quad?
Secures it. That is the triple. But on the back end, Maple makes it a little bit better. It's a 4 for 3, slightly in favor of OMG.
And no one was looking at Curse as he is able to get multiple Qs onto the 4-man of Suning. They thought they were chasing OMG, having the tail behind between their legs, forcing them down the mid lane, and then Curse just walks back in after the World's Ender. And I'm really surprised that Suning kind of over-chased for that one.
Curse is healing up quite a lot, and that's going to be SMLZ. Does Curse go for this? They have got the Pyke coming in. There he is. They're going to have the Devour available. Devour has been used. SMLZ spits himself back out, though. They feel like they can take this. It's a 3v3. Curse backs himself away. Now 5-0-2. This Aatrox is massive.
I really want to see a replay of that last team fight as Curse chops down.
I don't think you're going to get to.
Yeah, there's just another Drake fight right along the way. Kills are coming. It's late, but it always comes in the LPL.
Only flash available for either side is going to be onto Curse's Aatrox, who did go back, picked himself up a fair bit of items. As we look at them here, that is a lot of items for a 20-minute Aatrox.
Yeah, and so far I think the problem with Suning is that they haven't been able to find any catches with Angel's Gate and Destiny. It's just been pop in, and then 5 members of OMG are there in them. So the Suning comp advantage has not really worked out. Maple has only found single targets with the Pop Blossom.
Here we go. Dragon has been started as a mountain. Both sides would like this because they haven't got the quickest Baron takes overall. So we just prodding, pressing, looking to see what they can do with this. Dragon down to about half HP. GLP has been used. Curse has been spotted out on a ward. He will get Tangle Barbed up. There is SMLZ getting hit. Culling comes out as well. OMG just trying to pressure back. It's a full 5v5 coming in now, and after nothing for so long, both these teams just want to fight. Dragon down to about 2,000, about 1,500. Do they look for the burst? It's actually Lucian who picks that one up. They're not able to get it. There is the Cataclysm coming in now as well, as World is in a lot of trouble. That's a great, fantastic Pop Blossom, but SMLZ falls off on the back side. They just haven't got the damage, and it's going to be all for one and one for none. As OMG clean up the house, there's a double kill for the Pyke. OMG looking super strong in game one.
And this game has completely snowballed out of control for Suning, for OMG. That was a great start to the team fight. I actually thought that they were going to get it with the triple Pop Blossom there, but everyone just falls so fast in the face of Curse and his Aatrox.
It is a huge swing of gold, a huge swing of power, and a huge swing of momentum for OMG as they look to try and take this Baron. The Ezreal True-Shot Barrage is very, very early.
Good dodge, good dodge.
Good dodge, but unfortunately for the side of SN, they're not able to get anything else, and OMG picked themselves up a Baron, a Dragon, a load of kills, and a load of money.
We waited a long time, but 17 kills in 6 minutes, and I think the Blood Gods are satisfied with this one.
I was gonna say, they kind of, I think that my prayers were called out, because this actually looks like a great engage coming out from Maple.
Yeah,
not Maple, Maple, excuse me.
It looked like such a strong start to the fight, but just the damage from OMG was far higher, and the backline couldn't really get through World 6. You can see here, Icon with such a good snipe onto SMLZ.
Threading the needle.
He pops right in as Suning are trying to close down on the engage, so Maple gets no follow-up. Despite the great play, Icon cancels it all out.
Unfortunately for the side of Suning Gaming, they are now in a pretty dire situation. 9,000 gold behind. Baron buff still ticking fairly healthily on the side of OMG. You're going to need a pretty good start, and that's how you almost get it. Good little move there to keep the Pyke away, and that's going to dissuade any kind of further push.
Wild cards on the coattail of 5, but not really getting the body on him. So OMG are able to continue this push And this is probably the hardest snowball that we've seen happen against Suning. Suning love to run these semi-global compositions, but this time they didn't find a single pick.
Only 5 kills to their name. They've only got about 40k gold, not even at this stage in the game. You can see the Ezreal has got the items. The TF has got 2 items as well. They've got potential. They need a good engage. They need to catch out OMG for, you know, this is very surprising from a team that is arguably already out of, not even arguably, mathematically already out of playoffs and shouldn't really be playing for much other than pride, but they take that pride very seriously.
Of course, OMG, they've had their fair bit of struggles, but finally coming back on with Icon. They had Wolgul sub in for a couple of games, tried out their bot lane, but finally decided that this was going to be the one that they close out the split with. And so far, this is looking much more like an OMG style. I love the aggression and the synergy coming out from the jungle and mid position, something they've been lacking for a while. And we might be seeing a little bit more of that as Icon goes for a massive chunk.
Noticing Zoe is the common denominator between our 2 series so far today. Able to nearly chunk out absolutely everybody and anybody. And I love this from 5, going pure Dustblade into the Hex Drinker. Knows that he's going to be the one making the kills happen. And finishing up those nice, juicy cuts for the rest of his team as Smlz aggressively goes forward. They have got damage onto Curse, who goes down below half HP. He needs to still be careful. 40 seconds left on this Baron buff. They have yet to break open the base. And they still might have yet to. They have to be very respectful of the Suning pick engage.
Smlz does have his eyes on Curse, already has the Executioner's Calling, and he did a big chunk of damage to Curse in that defend here.
Oh, 5. Needs to be very careful. Ignite actually did go down.
What OMG have to be careful about is with the composition that Suning is running, if they back 1 by 1, Suning can instantly engage on them. With the Gate and Destiny, they can see who's still left on the map and instantly just close onto it. So I like OMG's idea here. If someone's backing, you know what, we're far enough in the lead. Let's not give Suning any chances. Let's all back at the same time.
Yeah, stay together. Keep numbers up and in safety, relatively. As the next dragon going to be spawning in about 10 seconds. And Smlz has a lot of damage. Will trade 1 for 1, and I like that as Angel comes in on the Destiny. Not quite sure that was the smartest of moves. As here comes the Cataclysm as well, as we see Curse on the backside, but they see Weiwei trying to keep everybody away. They pick up 2 for 1. Curse just being kited out constantly. They're not going to be able to get the great health though. Curse picks up Tahm, 3 for 1, and OMG may look for the game.
Could be a very early finish right here. Angel trying to overhelp on the rotation. That was always a play that you felt like Smlz was going to take. You want to try the 1v1 versus me? Okay, I'll stay and try to get the kill. So unfortunate here, but it looks like a very fast finish.
Not going to be able to end the game, but are going to be able to take out an inhibitor and 2 inhibitor turrets. OMG, where was this OMG during the regular split?
I don't know. Look, it took a long time for them to finally get into their groove. Usually the way we saw OMG kind of collapse is that Curse was kind of left on his own. There wasn't enough attention given to him, and even though Icon and the jungler might get a small lead, wasn't able to snowball it to the rest of the map. This time around, very smooth game. Smlz gets hit by the skewer, and nothing much he could do after that. SwordArt not far enough, not close enough. And Angel, no flash, just is left here to die.
And the thing is, they don't even lose anything if they just lose the Ezreal, because you're getting rid of the Pyke. Your pick potential isn't really there. As I say that, Pyke coming back in, pops down a ward, beautifully done. Nice gold card though, and that's going to be Curse coming in, trying to use the World Ender. They're going to use the Tahm Kench ultimate as well. They may be able to turn this around, as here comes Smlz as well. They've got a 3v4, 4v4, 5v4, as Neeko still a ways away. Weiwei trying to come in on top of this as well as World 6 jumps in. They're not even going to need the death from below as they go straight in on top of this. Is a 2 for none trade, but they may be able to get World 6 on the back of this 2 for 1 trade. Here comes the pop. Oh, to 4 people! That could be the deciding moment of this fight. They're able to get so much damage, and it's just going to be Kane left, but there's nothing there for OMG Suning. Where did that come from?
Are you kidding me? Suning get the turnaround, down 9,000 gold. A almost near-death experience from Maple as he goes in on less than 300 HP, gets the Pop Blossom, locks the entire team down, and Smlz with the kiting potential finally goes in to finish off that one. This was an insane play, an insane turnaround. Not a single team fight won before this, but Suning come back with a roar.
They get the damage down onto the Curse. You can see now they've got the Tahm Kench. Your safety is gone, but your kind of front line of engaging is already tanked out. You can't really go forward with this. And this SwordArt, he goes in as SwordArt. I think they kind of got baited by...
He still had full health there.
I was going to say, he baited all of us. I thought he only had like 200 HP, but Smlz just kiting so beautifully in that fight overall, going full blue build Ezreal right now. And this game is not over. It's still an 8,000 gold lead or 7,000 gold lead, but OMG, they're going to think twice next time they fight.
Yeah, there was a couple things that did go right for Suning right there. Even though Weiwei fell down, he at least got his ultimate across most of the members on OMG, taking them low. And then Ezreal, already with the Immortal Reminders complete, was able to prevent Curse from then healing back up during the fight.
Here we go. Baron is up and available for either side if they really want to go. It Sleepy Trouble Bubble is going to land. That's an interesting animation. As the Tongue Lash comes out, he goes into Sleepy Trouble Bubble stage. World 6 backing away, going to go over the Baron pit to keep himself alive. 5 is there. They've popped the thing. They know that the Aatrox isn't here just yet. Just going to go towards that mid lane.
But didn't you know that catfish can sleep with their tongues out?
Really? Is that a fact?
No, I just made that one up.
Yeah, I was going to say that.
To be
Are
true.
you willing to stand up in a court of law and say that under oath?
Please no. Please don't take me to court.
But Suning stalling this game out. 31 minutes just over. They've got themselves a 7,000 gold deficit, but Weiwei is sitting off onto the back side. Baron has yet to be started. They have no vision of it as of yet. No real concrete setup for them either. Flashes are available for certain members on both sides, or rather will be for World 6 that comes in. They know it's not being done there. They just have the True Shot Barrage, and they also have a Far Side Trinket if they want to try and go for it as well.
OMG playing this one super safe. They know that Curse doesn't have the teleport, so he doesn't go for just the full inhibitor take right here. Instead, grouping with the rest of the team as soon as he sees Maple there. So this one's going to drag on for a while. I feel like OMG need the teleport back onto Aatrox for the full 4-1 to really commence. But they're still very much in the driver's seat.
Yeah, I completely agree. But you got to think that Smlz, if he can do it once, he can do it twice. OMG are going to be very, very wary of that. The scaling that is on top of this Ezreal and Neeko is pretty damn big. Yes, you've got the Zoe, but your Lucian isn't as scaling. Has only got the 2 crit items, no IE as of yet. Had to go the Quicksilver Sash, like you mentioned earlier, for the safety. Baron has been started. They're going to use the True Shot Barrage to scout this one out. They're going to be able to jump potentially onto Icon, who gets taken down below half HP. Now they know that Icon is nowhere near the rest of his team. Lucian has to come in. They have to back away from the Baron.
Yeah, there's a really good force from Angel's side. He knows that Icon needs to swerve off on his own, so it does force OMG into this dilemma. It's like, oh, are we going to continue to do this Baron where we get pincered, or are we going to try and help Icon? They back off in the end. Just be safe, and Suning do have position over the Drake, but I don't think this is a good time to venture forward.
Have to wait and see. It's actually going to be Curse, the one to start this one up. Solo that one out. They know it's being done. He has to get himself out now. They're slapped on the butt there for last little bit of damage from the Dragon. And I like that awareness from the side of Suning Gaming, realizing that they're not going for the Baron. They're posturing over the mid lane. Oh, SwordArt has been caught, forced to flash away. He is the safety for Smlz, but Kane, Redemption comes out, hits absolutely nothing. So that Redemption was from the Zoe, so she hasn't got that in the back pocket at the moment. Here we go. Baron has been popped and has been started.
So fast.
So damn fast. They've got that Mountain Drake that's down to about 3,000 HP, 2,000 HP. They will be able to break this one down pretty damn easily, as it was Smlz who gets hit by the Trouble Bubble. And now Curse found himself a flank position. Tangle Barb does not land. They're going to greed for this turret just a little bit, and now they back away. Side of Suning so very, very wary that they know that this Aatrox could be here.
We have to remember that this is an 80 Twisted Fate, so not the best of wave clear. OMG should have a good time forcing these outer towers at the very least.
Inhibitors respawn, Mountain Drake goes down. And OMG looking to try and take this victory.
A very clean one by OMG Sanders. Only that one team fight going awry for them. But their next moves are crystal clear. You have the TP onto Curse, so he can solo split push the bottom lane while the rest of the team converges on this red side.
No Weiwei. Trying to keep Maple safe. He flashes. They're going to try and keep him away. That's Maple already down a summoner.
Right now, OMG has to play a fairly careful game right here. Even if there's no back wards for Suning, they can still do a full engage with Abyssal Voyage and Destiny. So OMG need to be very careful as they play this 4-1.
SwordArt, no flash, locked up, locked out. There is the ultimates committed to him, and he goes down. Smlz gets jumped on immediately by Kane, but it's a 1 for none. Baron buff still on. They've got the split push as well with Aatrox.
Yeah, really good find for them. So Suning at least are going to lose this bot side tower. 30 seconds. They're probably going to lose the inhibitor tower as well here.
That will be the last inhibitor turret yet to fall. It is almost certainly going to drop right now. As you see Weiwei coming in here with Smlz. They're going to try and see if they can defend the inhibitors. This is do or die now for Suning in this first game. They do land the hook there onto Smlz, who takes a lot of damage in return. Ooh, Icon needs to be so careful. You can see they're split. They haven't got SwordArt. Oh, but SMLZ, he's only on a little bit of HP, but he has to back away. He does heal up quite a bit. There's all 3 inhibitors falling. Baron buff still available for a minute 20. OMG, do they look for the end? Do they play it safe? It looks like they're going to try and go for the end.
Yeah, they have everything they need right here, and as long as Icon doesn't fall down, they should have plenty of targets to just poke here. Smlz, of course, he doesn't have a lot of that magic resistance, as we've been seeing going for the Iceborne Gauntlet. Doesn't have any of the cleanses as well, so he's also very vulnerable.
Oh, see Maple gets caught, flashing away. Oh, nearly goes down, but there's the first Nexus turret going down, followed by the next. Still no one yet to fall. As I say that, good little Zonias, but it's only going to delay the inevitable. As I say that, SMLZ is down. There's the pop cross, and they trade the Pyke for the Ezreal. They try and go back onto this fight, but TF is the one that falls next. It's going to be OMG taking this fight. OMG taking game 1.
And what a clean fight. 34 kills in this action after 70 minutes of a truce in a sense, and OMG with their snowball composition are still able to explode across the map. That one was very surprising given the start that we were seeing. I have to say, it really did come down to that first force. After Curse got rolling, 5-0 and 2 start, it seemed like it didn't matter what outplay Suning could do. Curse was still able to finish off most of those fights.
Once the Baron went down, it felt like it was just inevitable, like you said. You can see right there at 1740 when the gold swung, First Blood went over, and it was all OMG all the time. Very long game, 37 minutes. And Suning, they got to fight back. They got to get the 2-0 reverse sweep or the 2-1 reverse sweep, because right now they're in a weird limbo where a lot of our playoff teams are going to be trying to catch them, and they need to start pushing themselves toward 8 and 9.
OMG is a must-win. If you're dropping games to teams that are already eliminated from playoff contention, then it feels terrible. It almost proves that you don't deserve it. So I really want to see Suning shape up, but I have to commend how OMG played this game. A couple things that they had full control over was just shutting down Angel. That game was a almost perfect example on how to shut down a Twisted Fate. You invade the jungle early. Yep. You constantly contest them at both buffs. And throughout the entirety of the mid game, they had both sides of the river completely warded up. Angel never found a catch on anyone that entire game. And usually teams are banning away the Twisted Fate from Suning. They're saying, you know what? Tahm Kench plus Twisted Fate, that's a nightmare to deal with. It's so dangerous whenever you're pushing any lane. OMG never found themselves in that position.
Yeah, and I think as well we have got the man of the match. It is going to be Curse on that Aatrox. Did pretty damn well. Big thumb up from him. He's feeling pretty good, and overall can't really complain about it. The Aatrox is showing itself to be an LPL specialty where if you have it, you win. No more.
I wouldn't put it quite that easy.
Yeah,
I would have to say Curse
easy.
It's
that damn easy.
Yeah, Curse is a great Aatrox player in his own right. I feel like he's the most exciting rookie that we have throughout the entire split. So great performance on him. A little bit late in the season, but he does pick up his 4th MVP. Congratulations on that one. And Maple's going to be scratching his head. What do I play in the top lane against a guy like Curse?
Don't let him get Aatrox and try something else, I suppose. And, you know, Suning, again, it was a long game. They had opportunities, but at the end of the day, OMG do take it. And, you know, like we talked about, like this game doesn't have any implications for OMG as such, apart from placement of where and not in playoffs are they. But this could be huge for Suning because we just saw IG drop down. We now see them at 7-4. They need to go 8-4 to keep the pressure on those quarterfinal buys.
Yeah, very close. If they drop this one, even if they win everything else, it will still be up in the air, deciding on if they can get into playoffs. So massive implications. And I want to see a little bit more early strength coming from Angel in the jungler position. I feel like if you're going for this one, if you want to unleash the TF, then you almost need a strong jungle to kind of cover for him and create that space for him to be teleporting around the board. We saw this game, there was a Conqueror's Jarvan just holding down Gragas wherever he was on the map. Weiwei never got a clean shot to force those ganks. It was a very nothing early game coming in from them. And also the objective trades were quite surprising from OMG. Like multiple times I felt like OMG actually out-traded Suning when it came to it. You know, first Drake, instant transition to top side, take down the Herald as well. So overall it just felt like OMG just played a better game.
Played a better game, and we'll have to wait and see if they can continue that better game streak of 1 win into 2 as we go to a break. We will return. We will have game 2 ready for you guys.